sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Arizona's offense will get the ball first. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against candidly an overmatched opponent. But hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake on it.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in the stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Off play action. Fires to the big fella. No, he got loose. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Anderson will throw. The short hands, it's Provo. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ford. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, it sets up fourth and short now early in the game. And this is now a massive decision for the head coach because it is early. And how aggressive are you willing to be? You could get this first down, pay it off, go score, create some incredible momentum, or you don't get it, it completely backfires, and now your opponents are literally knocking on the door.
Looking for room, it's Keene. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. The screen, and watch out. Knocked off his feet. Georgia going up tempo. they're going to try to throw for it on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Anderson wants to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Mitchell. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He uncorks one deep. Got it in stride at the 15. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. On 1st and goal, let's see what Arizona does. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Trying to run it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Anderson will throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Arizona. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Can't get him to the ground. Find some fresh air. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Dennis. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now...
There he goes! You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. DB's right up on the receivers. Tight end now in motion. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone. 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
Splits the uprights. Good. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. From the gun, running back on the move. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Wildcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Anderson wants to throw. Got his man in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick toss. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, boom.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra. That return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Anderson will throw. Snagged out of the air. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense going all in to stop the run. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get it. Oh, they block it. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll keep it himself. It's a fumble. Now the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And the Dogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Johns. Looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll go hurry up here. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle, it's Bryant. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Georgia sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got him cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Anderson wants to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Richardson. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Thanks to grab. No chance to run, but still a good game. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. top. Makes the grab. It's Provo. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And the try is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis.
Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We are locked up to start the second half, and guys, you know what? Turning it on! Inside the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, Dogs! And with that one, they jump on top. Second half. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. Anderson will throw. They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved him forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Provo. And he's down at the 41, that's a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in, let's see if they try it again. They'll try the run. After the pickup of 9, it's second and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little...
Wide open on the right. Touchdown, Bulldogs! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And he puts through the extra point. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. play fake on first down to throw. Looking down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Richardson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They'll run it from the gun. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
Anderson wants to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And here's the third interception of the night. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Bringing the heat. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Going to sling it on second down. Trying to set up the screen. There he goes. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. Georgia going up tempo. Off the bootleg. Wants to throw it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Unloads it left. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Wants to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's the pressure. Working on the right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now on first down from the 28. Anderson will throw. Quick completion on the out. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Arizona comes out with another first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Arizona! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. Breaks into the open. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making first down. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion and the shortest.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Wants to throw. It's Johns. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Georgia! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions, and just carving this defense up.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He goes down after the short return. What a play to get the football back. Off the play fake on first down. Here's a hit. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. Anderson wants to throw. He's got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Arizona going back to work with another 1st down. Looking to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That's caught. It's Mitchell. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking left. Makes the grab. Got the conversion and still going. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Anderson will throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. From the gun, running back gets the give. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. The Dogs want to crank the tempo.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's...
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Bulldogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Play action on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Third down play from the gun. Under fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know the defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. With the catch, it's Provo. Oh, it's a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Anderson wants to throw. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the ground with the back. Really good run there on 3rd down. He got 5, but they're still left with a 4th and 3. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. And they'll mark this one at the 20-yard line.
And that is such a costly turnover on special teams because they've got the lead. But with that giveaway now, they've completely opened the door for their opponent.
Anderson will throw. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Richardson. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Catch in the middle, it's Richardson. And he's knocked down. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looking to convert, Arizona comes to the line. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's taking the deep shot. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. In this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down. You've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. Looking to convert, Arizona comes to the line. Fires to the wideout. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions.